So there's a lot going on with this tank right now. I almost don't know where to start, but I don't know if you can hear that. I was so chuffed when I got this. Here it is. It's can be called a hang-on filter. I just call it basically a sump for the. It is literally like a sump. These compartments are just big enough, to be honest. They are for this size tank as well. This is like a 100-litre tank. The piping. Let me just get up. There's my little pump, just there. Then there's the pipe that feeds in through the bottom, and then this pipe comes up through the bottom and then spouts it onto the sponge filter, down through the bottom, all the way through the sponge. I've got some gravel in there as well. Comes up round through some more gravel, so blah 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 blah, all the way through. This is actually a kitchen sponge that I chopped in half. It would have fit perfectly because these compartments, they all come out. Depends on how big you want your sections. And I must say, it's doing a beautiful job. The pump that I've got there is only small, but it pumps around 350 litres an hour. That's not, it's set to maximum right now. I am thinking of speeding it up because you can't overflow, can you? So there is a tiny bit of space. You can. There's the top, and as you can see, the water level's just there. So I suppose it won't block up, it just flows nicely. And that's a beautiful filter, to be honest. It's so simple. Such a tiny little pump fitted to it. And it's causing a nice bit of vegetation as well. So there you go. Along with the sponge filter. But one of the main things that's happened in the last few days, two main things have happened this week. And one is I had tons of these little white dots all over my glass. The one day I counted over 20 of them. They're just all over the place, and so I used to just clean them off with my glass cleaner, just the scraper. And then I think for some reason I put it on Facebook, and someone says it is snails. The main thing was I found 2 snails, and I tried to find out what they were, and here's a lovely close-up. They've got a nice pattern to them. There's one there, there's one there, there was 2 in that corner over there, they're still there. Get there. And then there was 2 sitting on top of the heater as well. And so I put that's how I found out. I put it on Facebook in a group, asking what they were. Someone told me they think they're bladder snails, and then someone else says there was something else. So there's only 2 types that the names came up. And then someone pointed out that if you've got them 2 snails, because I counted 4 actually at the time. If you've got 4 snails, you're bound to have at least 10 somewhere. And then it turned up that these were the friggin' eggs. But another thing is, you might be able to see it right now. There's one there, one there. They keep going. There's another one. Oh, it's just swum off. But the only thing I've got in here right now is 3 baby kingplex, a catfish, pandagara, and shrimp. And yet I've got these fry swimming round. The plex can't breed just yet. There's another 2 of them in the background, 2 of these fish. And the catfish isn't going to breed anything, the panda ain't going to breed anything. But either they've come off this plant that I bought from the fish shop, or maybe somehow off this plant that I took out my big plant, because I've changed my whole big tank around completely. It's pretty much empty now, fish wise, but I've set it up. I'll show you that in another clip. And so I do not know what these fish are, they are almost, it'd be good if someone could, there's one, there's actually two there. Oh, there's the pleck in the background. That's why I've got so much bogwood in here now, because I've took it out of my big tank. This was the original piece that I wanted in here, and then this is the piece that I've added. It makes a nice cave, but it's causing other problems because I actually want to put the catfish and the panda back in the original tank because it's ready now. It looks stunning, but the panda is just so friggin' fast. As soon as I come over here with, he was actually eating out of this bowl, that's why it's a bit disrupted. As soon as I stood up off the chair, he's gone. And if I put a net in there to catch him, he's gone straight away. So it's almost like I've got to empty this tank of all its ornaments to try and catch the panda. I haven't seen the catfish today. I mean, that's why I put these breeding caves in. To get the... Because when the panda first went in, he seemed a bit territorial, which can be expected. Because the little baby plex, they're pretty friendly. They just swim around nice and quietly, not bothering anyone. But the panda, he was being a bit of a bully. But they all seem okay now. And this is just the thing though, these fish, I mean, I have no idea what they are. They almost, there's one, I don't know if I was imagining it, but it looks like it's got a bit of colour to it. And I thought it might be a tetra. Because there must have been eggs on this plant that I bought from the garden centre, or the fish centre, without realising. And so, I got some free fish. It's going to be interesting to see what they are though. I'm almost looking forward to it, but I just need to get the fish out of here and put them into my other tank. There's something wiggling around, and I don't know if you can see it. Just reflecting, and there's a little baby fish coming to shot. I don't know how many there is. I'll have a quick count while I've got the camera. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. I counted quite a lot of them yesterday, but this glass is a lot cleaner now anyway, because the catfish has eaten all the snail eggs. I haven't seen the panda doing it, but I have seen Mr. Catfish doing it. So I'm almost disappointed, because I would like to see this just covered, well not covered, but tons of snails just swimming around, crawling around. But they actually seem to sit at the top, which is strange. You do see a few of them sometimes down here. But yeah, I'm well chuffed with the filter up here. I do like to see it. I'm gonna turn the pump off so that there's more water coming through quicker, because I wasn't sure whether this one is doing enough, to be honest, on its own. I do like the agitation it causes. It's like a wave maker in a way. And then you've got the air bubbles coming through there. But that is an update on the tank. I feel like there's a lot going on with it. Everything just hides in this wood now. So I might take this top piece out. I don't know. Because I will need to get the friggin' panda and the catfish out. They're always hiding under here, which is annoying. But I guess that's what they do. They like to hide. I do put food in. I don't cover, but I give them a nice handful of flake. I've got shrimp food there. And there's the flake I'm using. Using these as well for the plex. And then wafers for everyone else. And it is nice when you come back after work and all this is just clean. You can go to bed, feed them at night. There'll be all flakes, there'll be just food dotted all around, and then when you come home from work, it's just clear. It's beautiful. So that's an update. I'll give you a quick shot of the big tank and how it's looking. I was thinking of getting some Amano shrimp for it today. I still could if I wanted to be honest, but I just want to get Panda and Cat out of this tank first, so they can all go into the big tank together. So, thanks for watching. Hope you like that. This tank looks amazing to be honest. There was more plants in here, but they've gone into the big tank as well now. So, just waiting for these to grow. This one's growing beautifully. I'll put some fertilizer, the little, I can't remember what they're called, but the ones that you put into the gravel, and then it helps fertilise the plants. I'll stop now. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one, and give it a little subscribe to see what turns out with these little fishing things, and to catch the video of the big tank. Cheers.